Alright, hello everyone, and welcome. Hope you're all doing well today. Gaming Luminary here. Today we're doing another live stream on the channel. This time we're doing Mario Kart World. So hope we're doing well today, and also welcome in. Those that have just joined in now, thanks again for doing so. But we're here to live here. We're doing some multiplayer as we normally do. Maybe some single player. It all depends on the interest for tonight. But nonetheless, we're gonna kick off things by opening up an online lobby as we do, and just a friendly reminder, guys, to make the things a little bit easier. Usually I put up a pinned message for the whole code deal, so if you want to join in, you can do so by the code if you wish. Otherwise, you may have to friend me, which I will supply you with my friend code if needed. Anyway, all that being said, with I guess little mini announcements here. Well, welcome in. Who have we got here? We got Jessica Azagari. Welcome, Jessica. Welcome in. This is hi. Can I please join you in Mario Kart World? Absolutely, you can there, Jessica. We're just starting it up now momentarily. Let's see here. So I believe this new race. I want to be I don't know, I always like my Koopas. I like a bit of red, you know what, why not? With my same kart combo, I guess. Alright, oops, actually I did the wrong thing. 1 second. It's been a bit since I did this. Okay, we didn't want to do that. We want to do, wireless play. Oh, I can't believe I don't even remember doing this. But yeah, we're gonna start up somehow. Wow. Okay. Two-player multiplayer. Whoops. That should be online play, right? Friends. Okay, that's what I was thinking of. Alright. Okay, that is for the friends I have. I'm gonna go with create room. There we go. Now I can choose my character and get started. But yeah, Jessica, if you're still here, hey, come on by if you want to join us. Right now, this is the room ID if you need it. So if you're looking for a code, I'm going to type it in right now and pin message it to you all so you know what it is. Might do some running around a little bit. I'll maybe in the meantime talk a little bit and once more people show up. I know it could be a little bit slow now. So 741FLM is today's code. I'm gonna put that in the pinned messages here. Alright. It's also up on screen for those of you that are currently looking at it now. I just pinned it just in case and happen to not know it. And that's pretty much it. So if we can get a minimum of like one or person or two, we should be good. We got plenty of room, so imagine we'll get some folks here. Start up a little bit later than I had expected, but today's been quite a busy one for me. I was able to start the live as soon as I could, so that was nice. I was originally supposed to do a collab today, but the collaboration started far earlier than I want it to be, and it would not have worked out. So yeah, usually 5 to 6. I'm very busy most days, and it just simply wouldn't pan out, unfortunately. But, it is what it is. It was going to be a Kirby's Air Riders collab, but we are doing Mario Kart instead, so hey, that's fine. Okay. I'll wait a little bit till people join in. In the meantime, just gotta surf around, I guess, in the water. I don't know. Maybe change up my wheels a little bit. Actually, I might do that, come to think of it. Wheels, what I mean by that, wheels are just like my carts. Might want to drive some a little bit different other than that same thing. You know what? I like this little car here. There we go. Oh, it's better. Okay. how drifting is. I like this a lot better. This is a card I'd want to be using, I would think. I haven't changed my card in a while anyways, but yeah, I'll pretty much use the same character. If we don't get anyone in the next little while, we'll possibly change it to online. And if we happen to have somebody that still wants to join, they still can. There's going to just be more people. Let that happen. I mean, if you're on my friends list, you should be able to join me that way, I think, too. If I remember correctly. I have a lot of friends join in. I appreciate leaving the likes. Make sure to leave a like, everyone. I do appreciate you being here. Yeah, welcome in, everyone. Let's see. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Let's see. We got Sunburnt. Welcome in. I'm coming in if you don't mind. No, not at all. We are waiting for players actually currently, so welcome in. There, Sunburnt 1. I think you got a 1 under your name there. Welcome in. Yeah, we go by codes here. Welcome to join in. If it's easiest on you, I could supply with a friend code. I have that on my Nightbot. It just, I think it was sleeping today, so I don't know what's going on with that. Otherwise, we'll have to wait a little bit and maybe get it up and running. But, yeah, there's lots of room. No one's joined yet, at least. We had someone that was interested, but they have not yet joined, but see how that goes. Let's see the other side of things. Okay, not seeing any chatters yet on there. Definitely make sure. I want to put my Kodak Shep on there too. That reminds me. I'm gonna try to pin message on my Twitch here. Welcome in, guys. Here, I'm gonna try to put that actually. Welcome in, Sunbird. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna start by putting this on my pins messages here on my other side so I don't forget. That is today's code in case anyone needs a reminder. I also pinned it on my Twitch. There we go. That's today's code, everyone. Let's see, I'm gonna do that. There we go. Oh yeah, I can customize this. Perfect. Okay. That way it'll unpin itself. Welcome in, Mason. How you doing? Thanks for joining us, Mason. Or Turtle Gamer, aka Turtle Gamer. What's going on? All right, we got another person here. So we got 3 so far. We'll wait a couple minutes or so, just so we can get everyone settled. No, it's just a start here, but you know, I like to get everyone a chance. You know, the rest of the very beginning. I know it's just started, so. Are you good at the game? I wouldn't say I'm like a first place winner every time person, but I try my best. I don't know. At times, it's hit or miss for me. You know, especially when it comes to friend hobbies and online. I guess. I don't know. I guess I've won a couple of games. At best, I've gotten third place, maybe second, to be fair. But there's always someone better than me. Let's put it that way. So I've learned to live with that. You know. I wouldn't say I'm like horrible at the game. I don't see myself that unless I continuously don't turn properly or something. But... Are we? Oh, I see. Well, hopefully Eslo has fun over there. We're gonna go start the game now. We'll put it on, I guess we could do an even 6 and 150. Let's see. Let's do 1 minute intermissions. We have updated some streaming cards we used for stream plus a new one. We did, yeah. For those that are actually have noticed this, appreciate your feedbacks as well. So we've been doing the new idea kind of my starting soon, and you might see the other one if there's like a what do you call it, a BRB break. I don't know if it's any much difference. I can't recall, but I updated all of them if I'm not mistaken. I know the radar screen's different, and the ending soon was kind of like more enhanced, I guess. The starting soon screen kind of edited it more. Similar format with the backgrounds. So, oh, I'm keep getting drift. Gotta realize that. I don't know what it is with drifting. Sometimes I'm always bad at it at first. Let's see. The real official, welcome in. How you doing? When was the last time I was here? Oh gosh, well, welcome in. It's been a very long time. 1 million, 2 million years. It's been a bit, but welcome into the stream. Thanks for joining us again. Appreciate you. Yeah, I remember your name. I don't think our PFP changed by much last time we talked. I don't know. Could be wrong. I mean, there were some OG players that came in, so. Ow. Hey, piranha plant, check it out. I have a Lego piranha plant too, that reminds me. That I've yet to display somewhere at some point. So, oh gosh, I'm definitely not used to this cart combo. Let's see here, how's everything been? Everything's been going good so far, for the most part. I mean, I've been well overall. Appreciate you asking, and I hope things are going well with you too. I mean, we're doing just a variety of streams every now and then now. It's been a little bit more busier in my life, but I mean, I've been doing a little good otherwise. Trying to get my feet back on some multiplayer sessions and live streaming. But otherwise, I've been doing mainly video content in between, so mainly unboxings and some shorts. But it's been going good. It's been pretty busy for me lately. It's basically work and my real friends and stuff like that, and then socializing more, and been good. Very good. An even balance now. I've been, doing work and family and then this, so I'm trying. But GG's. I came in third, it's not bad. It's funny because I called myself out on that. I'm like, I guess maybe I'll try third. So I did. Oh man. Let's see here. I've been doing a lot in life since I've been here. Yeah, honestly, me too. I've been watching the stream in the background and can't speak as much because I have a paper due in 4 hours. More 3 hours, lol. I did change my PFP. I joined the Clicky Army. Fair enough, fair enough. Hey, I totally get it. I mean, if it's school related or work, I totally get it. So, yeah. Luminary and I can talk after stream if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'll do an after party and maybe also talk to you privately there about things. So, I do know what you mean, yeah. I mean, it's just some basic crap that happened that I pretty much heard about, and well, that's with our Discord members, just not to name names, but yeah, it's, I don't know, let's put it this way, it's a situation that pans out itself. We can't really do anything about it. They have to deal with it, so it doesn't directly impact me or my moderators or my community. It just shouldn't, unless they figure so, but anyway. Doesn't affect us though. But yeah, last comments. The font is the same as well as the thumbnails. Okay, gotcha. Yes, and you did it. Yeah, Turtle Gamer here helped us out with the updates. Oh, I'm so happy to see that you've been doing good. I ended up not being recommended your content forever, and then wanted to just barely recommend me to your stream. Wow. Well, I'm glad it's starting to. Appreciate that for letting me know. repost. The font is the same as the viewers with the thumbnails and the updated cards. Right. I mean, that's the only thing that has changed. Like you mentioned in your comment there, because I mean, we've been trying to go with, I guess, more of a different design. Or like, I don't know, what is it? My starting screen has all the colors in it that I like now, I think, and the one with the other cards, which you may or may not see, depending if you stick around to the end of it. Yeah, the recommendation comments, the contents for the channel, it's good to know. I've been doing a lot of mainly, like I said, a lot of games that were either remakes or whatever, because that's what I'm going to be starting to do next, hopefully. There's a couple of games I have on the table I'm going to finish, obviously, like the Pokemons and the Spider-Man that I have on the table. I do have Miitopia, sorry. Tomodachi Life that I'm planning on working through as well. So that'll be fun. Then y'all have Mii's, we can definitely try that out. I am getting requests on like the Discord part of things, so that keeps everything in order, hopefully. Have to decide whether or not, I mean, the chat can be a good option. Just depends how active people can be with that. We can also set up Mii's too, so it's not like if I make a mistake or if someone wants to update their Mii, I can. Easier to make requests on Discord for that. Or if you're showing up on my next live or something. When it comes to Tomodachi Life, Luminary, which is on Switch now. So, yeah, lots came out. Excuse me. Upload thumbnails, yeah. I mean, they're coming along nicely. Hopefully, YT won't pull that stuff again, and I can watch more of your stream in the future. I hope so too, honestly. Well, I mean, the best thing to do is you turn on notifications, but I know it can be kind of a bit annoying. But I usually turn on notifications for the channels that I watch, you know, more now. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to watch many channels lately because, like, I've been busy, like I said, with IRL stuff and work, and it's really important. I mean, I've been like May, I'm gonna be pretty occupied. May 24 weekend, I call it, May 24th weekend. It's gonna be pretty much busy, packed for me, absolutely packed. I'll be going to an anime convention. It's a gaming convention as well, actually. It's very, very cool. I'll be going to some workshops. I'll be going to do some, you know, fun, whatever, like dancing. I think there's going to be some raps, so all kinds of stuff. And holy cow, this convention has expanded so much now. Like, I feel like more attendees have come every year. I don't know, but they've had large numbers, I guess, of attendees and interest. So that's a good thing. They're able to afford to do so, which is really nice. Because I think they expanded because they're able to make the proper money and everything every year. Thank goodness. You know, they've been managed properly. So I consider myself a stakeholder there at this point, I guess. I mean, because I go pretty much every year now. There's never really a year I'd never gone, per se. I have full notifications on. Awesome. Well, hopefully that helps you out next live. Yeah, because that should work normally. I don't know. Oh, you're asking about how the thumbnails are. Okay, I think that they're really good so far. Not brain rotted, thank God. Yeah, that's true. You know, I've always said this about, you know, with what work's been done. I do appreciate, obviously, the feedback, and yeah, thanks for that. So, here's the deal. I don't know. Every channel is different. I don't try not to compare myself do too much to other channels, but maybe it's for inspiration purposes, yeah. I wouldn't copy their ideas, honestly. We try not to. But I have your own style, it seems okay. It's nothing to be worried about too much. It's just usually when... But what's weird is I've had this happen, I think once, where my overlay or something, I was trying to use it, and one of the channels, I forget who they were, and they're like, lols, like, I know you didn't come to my channel, like, that's the one I'm using, and I'm like, oh, jeez, I'm sorry, like, I didn't know. I forget what happened, and anyways, they're like, oh, no, don't worry about it. It happens to the best of us, yada yada. I'm like, yeah, you're right, I mean, it's not like... You know, and they were able to tell that it was like our own work, but that we repurposed it. So anyways, went to something different. It was fine after that. And yeah, this was like a very long time ago because of my whole Galaxy themed stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It was no biggie though, at least. So it makes it worse when you show up their channel and then use it. And okay, that's a little obvious, but. Guess, but that's gonna be in 4th place here. Apparently so. So many channels have subscribed to the brain rot, and it makes me so sad. It's very unfortunate. I can't agree enough. You know, and that's what's really disappointing and upset. You know, to some people, and I mean. Whatever, like this whole AI movement, in my opinion, is just a pile of garbage, and that's what's putting out content creators out of work, and it's very sad, you know. There's, you know, some of these people that really want to create artwork can't, or they're desperate for money, and it's like, well, it's all AI driven. They have cheaper ways of doing things, yada yada. Same with videos and on demand. And then they get millions of views, thousands of views for doing that, and they barely do any work. They don't sit here and talk for 5 hours on a live stream, and it's like it's sad, you know. I think we talked about something similar like this a while ago. You know, the ship has sailed, as they say, when it was peak. It's very unfortunate. Like, sure, there is some content creators that do well, and I consider myself still a very small channel. Now, the thing is, you know, on a regular basis, I'm not going to get 30 to 50 plus people watching me. There's lots of reasons why, you know, why that is. But the great thing is at least there's still interest as of today's date, you know, that there's some, you know, some type of involvement, which is nice to see. You know, despite all that crap that's on the internet now. Even shorts, you know. Thanks for GGs. Yeah, thanks for the GGs. Appreciate it. Thank you guys. Yeah, GGs to everyone in the chats as well, and yeah. But I learned to accept it. You know, I just learned to accept things. I still carry on as a channel. I do it as, you know, hobbyist, whatever, you know. So, yeah. And it's gotten a lot worse now, you know, with the... I mean, there was a shorts moments, and, I mean, shoot, I do shorts and some of them do really well. You know the reasons why, because, you know, they're recommended a lot more. Live streams can be too, depending on the game, and all that stuff. Yeah, lots of factors, I guess. The whole Reels movement, too, really got crazy on media, too, I find. And those are like shorts. Do also... Yeah. There are still a lot of content creators that aren't that don't do slop and are still really good. See, it seems like that your channel is at least as good as I remember. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've been trying to be like, all right. I do understand that, you know, there is certain little tweaks we've done in the past and whatever. But other than that, I've been trying my best, you know. With all that said, I guess. I think you probably have improved, but I haven't been around enough to know for sure. But I think you really improved. I really like your channel. Well, I think I honestly, like I said, I appreciate the comments and feedback with that. Like maybe, I mean, my microphone at one point was weak. I do admit that because of, you know, my the OBS being it updated over the years and months, and I think that has a big factor with it all. Because here's the thing, I did do a microphone setup that was supposed to be XLR, and the problem with that is I don't know what it is. I sound like a caveman on there. Why, I don't know. And I'll have to play around with it, I guess, with the whole mixer stuff, because I have an audio interface, I had the microphone and everything else. It's just that I had to install software for it, which I didn't realize. So I got the microphone for free. It works. It's just the whole interface was an issue. I think I had to learn how to use it. But it is what it is for that part, at least. Because I have to have a microphone while I'm streaming. That's just me. Yeah, I could do a silent stream, but it's just I feel like I'm not that interactive. You know, it's a little bit hard for me to adjust. You know, just typing back to everybody constantly, and sort of distracts me, I guess. Whatever you like. Let's see here. I haven't posted for nearly a year, so I could focus on my personal life, but maybe I should make a final video. Okay, or something like Tom Scott, where it's the last for a while, right? I don't know if you meant life or meant like the channel. I think it's talking about the channel, yeah. I mean, we pretty much got everything. I don't know what to. I don't know. Personally, as a channel owner, I don't know. You know, I wouldn't know the answer unless I saw it, or you know, maybe would recommend it for myself. But most of the time, it's a yes or no answer, or we can work around the topic. So I know it's been a long time for you, to be fair. You've been here. Welcome in, dude. Sure. We're open. Yeah, we got some spots. Not a problem. Yeah, let's see here. I really like how Luminary is still down to earth and is just playing a game like always. Yeah. I mean, that part hasn't changed for me. You know, I don't particularly do anything else other than just chat with you guys. And, you know, friends, right? So, friends lobbies. My general rule of thumb now is I find streaming for an hour minimum is acceptable. I find it is. Now here's the thing. There's content creators out there, I can agree on this, that have very busy lives or just don't feel like live streaming the 3 to 5 hours, whatever it is. Here's the thing. I feel like if you're live streaming for like 30 minutes or something like that, in my honesty opinion, this is just me, do what you want. I don't mind, it's fine. I'm not to judge, but I just feel like doing a 30-minute live stream is a little pointless. It just feels like you almost feel like a video format at that point. You might as well just do a 10-minute video on something, you know? It's just, I don't know. I don't feel like it's worth it. Yeah. I think an hour is the minimum these days. I'm doing 1 hour of live streaming. But people say, you know, oh, well, you know, an hour isn't enough, and others say, well, an hour is enough for me because of my work life, or whatever, you know, I guess to each their own with that one. I never knew what really, I guess, quite the real answer is to that, you know, like how long you should be streaming for, but, I mean, you could also run yourself dry, too, like, I guess, like, really crazy. one thing you can't do is overdo it. Overdoing it is just going past your limit, and that's not great for you or your health. So, yeah. Speaking of great, looks like I'm first place here, so GG's. Let's see here, that's something wholesome. I really love this channel. I'm glad to hear it. Well, definitely make yourself, I'm glad to make yourself more at home here, there in the live, so. Like the updated banner. Yeah, the updated banner is nice. That's one thing we did change. Like, the banner has been like that forever, and then we eventually changed it. Like, I figured it's about, I mean, my editor says, like, oh, it's about time for this to go, and I'm like, yeah, it is. It's kind of my older style, I get it. I feel like it is too, and then finally we changed it, so, you know. But, I think the thing with it is too, there's a lot of, there's a lot of pressure, I think, when it comes to content creation, or at least there used to be at one point. I guess what I mean by that is someone comes at you and be like, oh yeah, you gotta do a million things to make the channel look good. Well, I don't know about that. I feel like, you know, doing too much for your channel can be, you know, overdoing it, per se, sometimes, you know? Like, I don't know. It's just my opinion, though. So, I don't know. The 4 characters games we mainly do on the channel. Yeah, that's true, you know. Here's the deal with my channel now. I don't just stream everything and anything anymore. Mainly do what I know I can beat and play, per se. So I'm not gonna do a game anymore where oh, you know, I think I'm gonna do every single game just because. No, I'm not doing that anymore. That was my old days. I don't do that because I feel like I run into trouble where I can't get past the one part for the love of me for whatever reason. Then I have to end up looking up a walkthrough, which I feel like this is sort of, you know, I should have done this before stream. And then, you know, so yeah, I mean, I've been sticking to games now that I'm pretty well capable of playing, so. I mean, sure, they're unfinished right now, that's just how it is. Like, I mean, shoot, I look at Fire Red, I've done really well in that game. I'm looking at, the newest Pokemon games, which, again, I'm pretty much halfway done those, so in good shape, I'd say, for my content. Other than the other stuff, I just sort of doing it. So I had my reasons at the end of it, so it is what it is. Well, yeah, there's lots of stuff going on other than that. I'm gonna shy away from all this stuff too. Over the years. That comes to gaming, at least. And needless to say, I don't like to say never when it comes to playing a game. That's my other thing I stand on, because it'd be like me saying, oh, I'm never ever going to play Pikmin again. Well, what if I do off stream and I don't want to stream it? You know what I mean? So that's kind of why I don't do that. Yeah. Anyways, let's see here. You hear about the guy who leaked the new Avatar: The Last Airbender movie? They're facing up to 10 years for leaking. Ooh, jeez, 10 years for leaking that movie, that Avatar. Yeah, I think I heard something around those lines. It's not worth it, you know, just, oh my god, you know, people sometimes don't understand why they want to find accomplishment in this, whether it comes to desperation, views, money, etc., and revenue, and all this stuff, and greediness, whatever it is. You know, I know, just listing off rambling about it. I don't understand. There's just no value in it. It just doesn't get you in trouble, like you just mentioned. And I truthfully just do content that I'm allowed to stream, and rightfully so, and it's fine, you know? But I don't go out my way and just, oh, you gotta leak all this stuff, you know? Then people will go after you. So, I don't know. They figure they can get away with it, I guess. Nick accidentally emailed them for the full money, the full movie money. So it was that's wild. That's crazy wild. I mean, oh my god. You know, that's the accidental was pretty messed up too. So, but you know, hey, you know, you don't. I mean, you wouldn't. Nobody would know this, I guess, but someone could. I mean, sure, the accidental part, but then eventually, what if they were actually caught on the platform? Somebody comes across their video and it says, oh, no, this is not good, and they try to do something about it. It's in their ball court, you know? Whereas the contents around here, it does not, so... But GG's to everyone. Congrats on the first place winner. But lately, how should I put it? When it comes to my life here, it's been good. You know, nothing like horrible, crazy going on. But I mentioned about work. I know, part of life here. I'm doing a lot more IRL things, which I'm happy about now. Like, I've been really happy for myself. I've been like socializing more. You know, getting out there instead of like sitting in my house every day. I mean, sure, I sit in my house some nights, sure, but I don't really, lately, as of late, I've been doing IRL things in between. Not to tire myself out a little bit, but it's been fun otherwise. I did change hobbies, actually. Well, not change, but I got some new hobbies for somebody that may or may not know about me. I mean, game collecting is a given, that's what I do. But there's other things. Let's see here, and only to put it on the Paramount Plus. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Just to put it on the streaming platform, eh? Oh my. They leaked it because they decided not to release the movie, theoretically. Ah, okay. Well, they're trying to be, yes, that way about it. Okay, no, I get what you're saying. Man, people try anything, I guess. Still pretty wild in my opinion, I guess. Anyways, gosh, we were talking about that. Oh yeah, my hobbies now. So now that I addressed what you were saying, I guess. Lately, I am fairly new to this. Some of you may or may not know, I've been watching the anime shows, actually, of Gundams. It's a great show. I've enjoyed it. And so what kind of got me into the anime was pretty much I started building a gun seed kit, they call it, Gundams, and it was like a little one, right? Obviously, like a small one I did a while ago now, and the thing with model building is it can be very difficult and tricky at times, so I realized, well, I don't have to start off with a hard one necessarily, like just do a small one or an MG build with these master grades, I guess. Which is, I think, not huge kits, but anyway, like, I started off with a small one, I enjoyed it, yeah, and then I did a second one. The second one was a little bit bigger, it was like, I'd say small bag size box. It wasn't like anything. It was a H or something. High grade it was called. It was a high grade box. I don't know. Some Gundams. I built one that was small. It was like a small white one. And the other one I built was red. I like the red one very much. It was cool. I have shield and everything on it. I thought, wow, I'm actually built this. Holy smokes, it's a little bit harder. Didn't sort of see it that way until I saw the amount of like runners that were there. Runners meaning, well, the plastic sheets you cut the pieces out in. And little did I know, the hobby apparently itself is popular enough. And I have no idea until I did some research, so... Yeah, like I thought it was a hobby, like, oh, okay, how popular here it is, and I realized, okay, now like that, so what? I mean, it's a collectability thing for me. I don't, bought them often lately. Although, I'm expecting one to mail today. So, for that reason, don't want to build another one. So, the same lineup though. I'm doing higher than that. I feel like this thing takes me more than like 3 hours, but like if I sat down and did one of these things, it would take me like 4 hours to build one. Let's put it that way, if I really tried hard at it, but I mean even then they take forever, the other ones take way longer. Oh, and that was another thing too. So I built my very first kit I built. It wasn't Gundams though, necessarily. That's what got me into Gundams in the first place. So, it was a Pokemon actually. I built an Oho. Right from like Heart Gold and Soul Silver or Gold and Silver Pokemon. I built an Oho. And yeah, it had some stickers on it. It's up on my shelf here for forever now. Gosh, I can't remember when I bought it. It was back in the summer, actually. Jeez, yeah. It was sometime in the summer, but anyway, yeah, it came with a nice stand and everything, and the wings kind of flap and you press the head down, and it's cool. I'm like, wow, I actually built this that had a spring in it, you know? It's kind of a tricky one, I thought, that's all. So I took the challenge on, even though it was a small thing, and managed to build it, so I somehow didn't screw it up. I thought I would, the spring part going in it, but they don't. Well, thankfully, I'm very surprised. Because usually those kits can be easy. Some are easy, some are difficult. I picked the hard one, I think. So, I got done in a day. I was surprised. I don't know if any of y'all are interested in model building or have done it. And you always let me know in the comments if I'm talking about Mario Kart or anything. Well, with the Mario Kart stream, but hey, I'm talking about anything around here, as long as it's appropriate enough. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what my new interest has been, other than game collecting. I got it, speaking of which, we're talking about Gundam buildings, I'm close. I got a workstation thingy. And it was weird. So got it off Amazon. There was a cheaper option which had like an LED light attachment and a magnifying glass you could attach to the sides, and it had like holes at the very bottom, like a tray, like a cookie sheet, right? So if you cut off little, I guess, clippings, they don't fall all over the floor. Which I tried a little bit of on just the spare broken runners I had from the sets I had. I tested it out, I'm like, wow, this actually works pretty good, you know? It doesn't make a mess or anything, so I tried everything out, and it works pretty good, so. But I don't understand the pricing justified on this product, because there's one for $60, which that's what it costed me. But why on another ad? It's identically the same thing, if not the same thing. It's like over $100. I'm like, how can that be? It's almost identically the same thing. It's almost $100, or, you know, it's more than $100 by almost the exact same thing. And I did my research. I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Like, what the hell? So why would you charge the same amount for this other thing? So, I mean, there's a cheaper. There's like a wooden one. It was like, I don't know. Not expensive, but it didn't offer the same thing. It had little drawers on the side. This one was a lot nicer. It had a drawer at the bottom, but I don't know. It's weird. So yeah, I'll show you now, guys, in the after party. Maybe what I'm talking about a little bit, but I might work on it actually, some of it. I'm actually participating in a contest. That's another thing too. I'm gearing up for the contest. That's why I need this workstation. They even said, like, bring a workable station to buy on Amazon. I'm like, oh, what's that? I thought. I looked at it, I was like, oh, what the heck? Okay. That's gonna save me from mess sometime. I did, yeah. I think you mentioned, oh, one thing I wanted to help you with is the being Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, you did. You mentioned that. I think I did catch your last comments there. Sonic, Minecraft, and Zelda. Right, which are the characters we use for the, for my channel stuff. That's cool, though. Like, I know we did the, whole, like, Nintendo character lineup for that. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, because here's the deal, right? It's gonna be my birthday, right? And then, everyone keeps asking what I do for my freaking birthday this year. I'm hitting a new milestone. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I feel like, I don't know, everyone's like, oh, yeah, you look cool. It's like, I don't look like that, do I? And they're like, oh, no, I guess not. It's like, yeah, exactly. And I said, just because I turn a certain age doesn't mean I look like that on my birthday. Like, it doesn't always work out that way, you know? Oh, man. And that's why one of my friends were saying, and I'm like, oh, what? You turn 20 once, you turn 22 once, I get that. But at the same time, you may not look different until you're 5 years older, maybe 10. I don't know. Everyone's different, you know? It's like, oh man. Over-exaggerated towards that thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know about that. I don't feel that way. I feel very young still. In my age. You know? I'm not that person. I mean, some guys my age are unfortunately not doing so good. For themselves. And yeah, I mean, way better off not to compare, you know? Not comparing but by any means, like sure I've been sick and sure I've had my injuries in my lifetime, but you know what? Hey, I'm doing good for myself, which is a good thing. Anyway. Let's go with this one. The Discord server is also different, and we're making it better. Yeah, there is also a different Discord going on. We changed also the Discord as well, and that sort of thing. But I know, like, the Discord is at time to update things. Honestly, I'm keeping it going. It's not going anywhere. But that's my main social media outlet. I don't use much else. I mean, I do, but I don't use it the same, or I'm not as active as I am on Discord. I mean, sure, there's been times where I'm not active due to my life circumstances, or I don't want to, you know, talk to anyone at that point in time, and this is how it's been. Most of the time, if I see messages, I'll get back to you. It all depends, you know, how busy I am and what. Like, more recent times, I mean, I got back to everybody, so I got back myself online and everything. But usually it used to bother me so much as these spammers when they used to spam DM you and stuff. I hated that, honestly. Even if you're offline, they still live. It was so annoying. I'll never forget those days, which is why I'm careful with my friend now on Discord. So far, I haven't had that problem. I mean, even if I did, I'd maybe get an instant block for me. It's just considered spam when they do that stuff. Realm is coming back soon. Yeah, that's another thing we're going to try to get back on. I mean, I don't know about the next month because I'm going to be kind of busy, but like, because my birthday's coming up, and on top of this, like, I'm going to roll with my buddies probably over the weekend, and like 2 weeks after, not even, like, it's already going to be an anime convention. So yeah, like, that's why I don't really see myself, I don't think, doing the Realm in May so much. Like, I'll be doing more Worlds than anything else up until the summer. And, you know, because by June, again, I've got a weekend booked up, so yeah. Doing a lot more productive things, you know. That right now, so. See how it goes. Don't make promises on anything like that anymore because it costs money. If someone were to donate to me right now to do it, I would. But until then, it's not going to be happening. Not to sound greedy, but yeah, it does. It costs money. It's out of my own pocket. Anyway, I'll digress from that. Let's see here. You guys have a good one. Thanks for having me. Yeah, you're welcome. And take it easy there. Hope the paper goes well. No, it's due in a couple of hours' time, so good luck on your work or school or whatever it may be for you. And all the best. Take care. It's real official. Take care. Excuse me. It's allergies. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, we had an invader. Took care of it already. The new scanner thing that does that now. It leads out invasions, invasive people, bots and stuff. Anyway. The theory too. Here's the thing, right? To me as a content creator, you know, I could never get this at all, right? I'm still considered small channels, whatever. But I could never understand the fact why trolls or say people that like to send bots over to small channels, and us content creators, we tend to get picked over far more than anyone else. To me, that's just bullcrap, in my opinion. And the thing is, I guess some bigger channels do get them, but not as much. You know? That's just my theory. So yeah, I don't know. It's my honest theory, though. Y'all can think different about it. I just feel like that's the trend around here. But then again, like, with the whole bots thing and AI and bullshit going on these days, like, I feel like they're just sending out one robot and they're, you know, picking every single channel that's active on an automated list and they send out the person. It's not even a real person, or whatever. So anyways, my opinion on it. I appreciate leaving the likes as well on the live stream. Thanks again for doing that, guys. Appreciate that. We do BC after party there, Pro Gamer. That's cool too. Yeah, we're doing after party after this, all finished and done. Much needed one at least anyway, and then go from there. So want to talk a little bit more about my anime convention in general, and I mean, for some of you that are con goers like yourselves, maybe, I don't know. I'd say on average now, I have to count. So if I go March convention I've been to, that's already one. And I go May through June's and August, so that's pretty much, I'd say, 4 times the other events in April. Well, that's already 5 events I go to in a year. Actually, it's even more, so... And there's also one in November I'm going to. Yeah, like, I go to between 6 to 8 events in a year. It's a lot. I know, maybe for some people it is. But I'm very fortunate and I'm able to afford to go to these things, and, you know, for me I'm lucky to do that, you know? There's really people out in this world that can't even do it for themselves. It's really sad. They either just can't go out. But what really frustrates me the most is when people choose not to try or go, and that's what frustrates me. You know, I'm not gonna name names, but like, I've had friends that basically just roll off and say, oh, I'm not the geek type. It's like, you know what? It's not about that. It's not always about that. And I really said that way. I paused like that because to me that's just like stereotyping. You know, I'm like, I think you're kind of stereotyping and selling yourself like too short here. You just don't want to go, so just say it, and don't even bother calling with me anymore. And as soon as I said that, okay, they finally realized their truths, and they said, oh, well, yeah, to be honest with you, like, it's not really our thing, blah, blah, blah. I said, hey, that's fine. If you'd rather go to bars and do, you know, freaking waste, like, thousands, hundreds of dollars on beer in a year span, then go for it. Like really, you know, over time. And the thing is that that's what your problem is, where you're just spending money on them. I mean, again, no offense, but you're spending your money on a bunch of alcohol and booze. Meanwhile, you might as well enjoy yourself, you know. But these people, like them, they like to prefer to go to bars and yada yada. But here's the thing, I like doing that stuff too. But you know what? Guess what? I also go to conventions. I don't just do that. But yeah. And on top of this, there's conventions that have after parties, or maybe bars nearby. That's when I do enjoy myself. You know, every now and then. So yeah. I don't know, it's my opinion on this, but yeah, to each their own, man, you know? Some people don't like conventions. I get that, you know? But what I don't understand is if you don't give me a reason why you don't want to go, then that's a little silly, you know? Beat around the bush, as they say. Alright, sounds good. Yeah, well, yeah, we're still gonna be live for a little bit more longer, I guess. But, yeah, I don't know, you know, and most people I've went with do enjoy going to cons, you know? Sadly, you get the odd ones that won't do the experience, you know? It's really disappointing. You know? And here's the thing, right? I've had my one friend here. He had all problems with his health and stuff back then, and he pulled himself up. And I'm really proud of him because I basically encouraged the idea of saying, look, how about going to a smaller convention? Don't push yourself to go to a really big one day one. I said, I don't recommend it personally unless you have a con experience or you go with family members. You know, to each their own. You can start off with a big convention if you feel like you're ready and you've been to, say, concerts and stuff, and I'd say, okay, yeah, maybe it's for you, but fortunately, there's some people that have anxieties attacks where they can't even go out into the crowds, not even in a real mall, let alone that, so I'm glad one of my friends, you know, when they're here, they're able to go to the conventions and stuff, so. Hey, wait, Jeff, welcome into the stream. Hey, how are you feeling, by the way? Hope you're feeling well. I know you weren't feeling good, yeah, I think it's yesterday, you told me. That sounds good. Well, I'll take you up on the raid offer if they're still, by the time I end the live stream. But yeah, like I was trying to say, my one friend, like I said, he had his health things going on, and I'm like, hey, why not go to our city Comic-Con here, right? It's small enough, and yes, it's 3 days, but it's a very small convention. It's in my honest. So anyways, I said, look, let's go to this one. If you want to come up for the day, I'm there for the weekend. And here's the thing, get this. I cannot believe, okay, he said this to me, right? He says, oh, I'm going all in for the VIP. I'm like, are you sure about this? Because you've never been to a convention, man. He said, that's pretty bold of you, I guess, to say that right away. Because I'm like, hope it's not just because I'm getting it. You know what I mean? He said, don't do it just because I'm doing it. He goes, oh no, I'm all up for it. I said, okay. I said, alright. I said, I hope you're prepared to come there every day. Friday to Sunday of that weekend. And anyways, he ended up doing it. And after Friday, he goes, oh my god, I actually want to come back. I said, well, alright, that's fine with me. So, you know, spent the whole weekend with me. I was like, holy cow, you did it. You know? And after that, I was like, oh man, I want to go back to another convention, different one. So, well, I said, there's different ones, but if they're larger, be wary. And, there's one in, like, August, like I said, you might really put your test further. I said, think about, let's go Canada. But that one's like 4 days. I said, you really think you're up for that challenge? He goes, ooh, I don't know, it says 4 days is a lot. I said, it is. You're not preparing yourself. I said, don't push your luck. I said, I would recommend you going just to a 3-day big event. Don't go to that 4-day one. I mean, maybe go to just for the day. Don't go for like 4 days. That's... Now I do that because, you know, I do the experiences and workshops. And that's because I'm a big con goer. That's what I do. But I'm just thankful at least I got a friend like that where he's able to try things and it's not for him and he knows it. It was fun. I was surprised. You know, I was like, holy crap, you went for VIP for your very first convention? That's crazy. I never did VIP when I went to my first convention. Oh my god. I mean, shoot, I went for the day. Literally, bare minimum I went for the day. Because I wanted to see if it was for me. And, well, after that, ever since then, I did the weekends or VIP when I was able to afford it. So, yeah. Or if they offer VIP. Some conventions don't. So, the new Xbox news. I don't know how to feel about that. Yeah, I haven't read much into it, to be honest with you. Well, we've heard up with the Discord thing. Yeah, it's a little bit weird. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to upsell themselves. And the whole lower the price thing, that I do agree with. It's about time. This is why I didn't subscribe to that subscription for the longest time, because the price was too damn high. I've said it a million times over. Too high. Who pays for that? People that are rich. In my honest freaking opinion here. Like, I don't know, pay people that have the extra money and then whoa. And then you might be paying for a freaking phone bill every month, you know? For that. At least you're in Canada. Their pricing. But I mean, seriously. It's about time they lowered it. Thank God, you know? Then people like me will be like, oh hell, I'm gonna subscribe to it now. Who cares? I have my Call of Duties on PS5 anyways. You know, it's not as if I'm losing out on Call of Duty. So, oh man, I don't know. I'm slowly getting better, BF. Took a nap earlier. I just woke up from that, BF. BTW. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're getting better there, Jeff, by the way. I know I was going ranting on the Xbox stuff. But that's good, Jeff. I'm glad you are getting better slowly. I had a bit of an allergy attack this morning. I seemed okay. Feeling great. I don't feel sick, thank God. I don't need to be sick. Especially in May and June. I don't need to be sick in either one. That would suck. If I got sick now, that would not be good. But anyway, it is what it is, though. Go with. I didn't do that one. But at least you're doing well. And I mean, napping is always a good thing, especially if you're not feeling good. You know, it helps with stuff like that. There we are. The one good thing is, like, I stand it so much, you know, jeez. So when I think about conventions, I know so I'm gonna go back to this subject. You guys know, those that are actually listening in and chatting with me. See, here's the thing with me. When I first went to conventions, right? I know I may repeat myself with this, but I was just a going to a day convention in my hometown, alright? And then I started going outside the town somewhere. It was just for the day. And after that, I'm like, okay, I need to come back the weekend, you know, next year. And sure enough, I did that. And as that went on, I finally went to go to other events and so on and so forth, whether it's big and or small. And some events have changed and have gotten bigger, which is very nice to see. Such as my May event I'm going to. Now the thing is, there's lots of people that go for the day, and I feel like for this May convention, including, you know, any kind of Comic-Cons I go to, I feel like going for the weekend is best for your bang for your buck. Because you're getting all 3 days, you get to go there, you get to see all the different panels each day, and there's a possibility that on the actual Sunday of the event, you know, there could be vendors that are selling off maybe like 10-20% off maybe at times, you know? And they want to get rid of their stock. I've seen this happen. Say, for example, at Game Expo, like I went this past year, actually. And what did I do? I didn't buy much day one, no. I bought what I could. And then, wait out till Sunday. Guess what happens? Oh, 20% off everything on our table. What do? I'm the buyer because I have discounts. You know, that was not discounted on Saturday or, you know, Friday of the event. That's the bonus of going Sunday. I feel like if you want to go Saturday, I mean, you get a lot of value, I'm sure. Most of these events, like, you know, most of this stuff happens. But also Friday, there's certain things that happen that don't happen Saturday or Sunday, for example. And this is why I've always stuck to going to the weekend conventions, not just for the day anymore. And yeah, so that's why I've done it since, to be honest. Definitely the event, you know, I can see that, you know, if you do know the schedule and say if there isn't much going on Sunday or the Friday of the event, you know, that you really don't want to go see or not that interested in, then yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I understand. You're just gonna go for the day. But you're gonna go for but my argument is we're just gonna go for the day just because. Oh, I can only do that. Oh, what do you mean why? Like, it drove me nuts actually. Oh god, I'll tell you guys a story. Thanks to GG's Mason or Turtle Beaver. Thank you for the GG's. But here's the thing, somebody so get this, I was chatting online with somebody, right? And I'm like, it's always a great value to go on over the weekend and Friday at a convention, right? And the guy goes, oh, it's a waste of money going for all 3 days. And one guy flat out piped up, he's like, oh, it never is. And the guy goes, oh, it actually is. He goes, really? It's like, have you seen Expo Canada? What their schedule is like for Thursday to Sunday? I said, yeah, how would you go to that? I can't believe I overheard this conversation. And I thought, okay, I'm not going to entertain this. I know what they're going to talk about. I intervened a little bit. I'm like, all right, guys, look. You each have your own opinions. Leave us that. And maybe the guy was looking at a schedule, and that's all I was interested in seeing. That's fine. Don't worry about it. You know, to each their own. Enjoy yourself. And do it with your friends. Don't just, you know, stick to one opinion. You know? I don't know. Pretty wild, but I remember hearing that conversation online. That was, oh my goodness. over the fact that, oh, it's a waste of, oh, no, it's not a waste of money. The biggest opinion, I disagree. It's not a waste of money. It's only a waste of money if you don't appreciate going to conventions, or there's stuff you don't want to see or can't see. It sucks to you. I don't know. Anyway. It is what it is. Welcome back there, Q. Welcome back. Yeah, no worries, BRB. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you know, and that's the thing. I don't like to downplay people like that when, and that's what I like, is when people downplay them. Like, oh, you're such a party pooper because you're only going for the day for the convention, and even though it's Friday to Sunday, it's like, okay, but what if they're with their families, you know? What if they're, you know, people that want to just go for the day and enjoy themselves? Maybe they have work. Maybe they've got other life, you know? Or whatever it may be, you know? So, I mean, to each their own, right? And gosh, there's so many people that go for the day. You know? And there's so many people that go for the weekend. Just how it is. You know? I feel like there's an even ratio here, I guess. Excuse me. I find most events, Saturday's the most busiest. And Friday, depending. The funny part is people little to realize that there can be sometimes sales on Sunday and they don't bother showing up. I don't know. But I know the trick sometimes that people do, even though they're not supposed to, is they will hand off their weekend pass to somebody else, say on Sunday, on purpose, so they don't have to pay for the ticket. That's what people have done. What it is, though. There's passes where you can actually pass around and share. You had no wristband or nothing. You just put a lanyard on your neck and that's it. You're already admitted. Nothing. You can do nothing about it. So, as long as you have that pass, you can get in. Usually what they do at the May convocation I go to. So, at least they do it that way. Which I prefer. Stupid wristbands are annoying. Unless they're detachable. Although, I do have tricks around that. It's gonna sound ridiculous and silly, okay? So, I looked up a TikTok video, this is a while ago, okay? This was like I wouldn't say last June, I don't remember. It was a 1 June, 2 years ago, maybe something like that. You put a plastic bag around kind of like your wrist part, and then somehow the friction pulls it off. But then you tearing it, which is funny because, like, you know, it's the tamper-proof, ooh. Yeah, okay, baloney. And then I slip it back on the same, like, almost with like the plastic underneath the band. I know it doesn't quite hurt, it feels a bit weird, but I'd slip it back on, and it's not like the wristbands haven't even been touched. So yeah, I mean, I have my tricks for sure, you know. And there's even these wristbands where they have those little plastic things on there, like security plastic thing. Uh-oh, it's a tamper thing. Ooh, I'm scared. And then, you know, I'm being sarcastic, but I don't have to sleep with it on because, you know what I end up doing? I end up buying off like Amazon those like the exact same fixture that snaps onto that wristband, holding it in, not even glue, okay? And I break the old one off, and then I put the new one back in each day. So every year, when I go to that August convention, I don't know if they're gonna change them this year, but either they do, I can still get away with it. But I have like a drawer full of those wristband pieces that I can reuse. So yeah. And the funny part is too, I mean, you have to look super close, but I've even used like clear tape to the point where it's like where it's inside of my wrist where no one can see. And usually what I do is I cut it so finely to a point where you don't even see it. And I put the pieces together and then just put it back on my wrist. So yeah. Oh man, I was laughing my ass off. I'm thinking, oh my god. So I think okay, here's the funny thing. Okay, maybe it's gross, fine, I don't know. But my one buddy wanted to get into convention on that. This was here, right, in my hometown. And my friend had a weekend pass, and it was a stupid wristband, of course. Dumb, stupid wristbands. And he goes, here, I'll cut it off. And I'm like, well, it's a little bit gross to admit him in like this. He goes, oh no, they don't give a shit, blah blah blah, like this. I'm like, oh, okay. And then he puts it on his wrist and then pretty much like taped it. Nobody even noticed. So he got in for free. So he was laughing his ass out the end of the day. He's like, yo, I got in for free, that's sick. I'm like, yeah, there you go. Because you didn't like that. I taught you. Oh god. But yeah. Now the only wristbands that I know that may not work, I'm trying to best describe it to y'all. I know it's just paper ones, so that will work with the plastic bag. Trick, I don't know, I have to even demonstrate it with the video that somebody did about it, but there's other wristbands that are like smooth and like silky. To touch those, I can't. I tried. It just hurts your wrist. I can't. Doesn't work. But with those, you're kind of out of luck unless you get the same thing, which is very hard. Yeah, those are hard to get away with. You have to cut them. Once you cut them, they will notice with those, unfortunately. Yeah, that's unless they're paper ones or those other weird ones, I can't. Only the wristband I can get off that thing. I tested that theory out too. It doesn't work, sadly. So I hope none of them use that. If they do, I'm kind of screwed. So, I don't know, that's just a life hack I could think of, but I doubt it. Anyways, GG's. I am down for that raid target as well. The next time you come down, can you bring your Switch down or we can play the Super Mario 3D World game that I love playing so much? BF, please. Yes, I could do that for sure. And by the way, there, GF, if we do get those same wristbands again, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just saying. Even though I risk ripping it, I'm still gonna. And make sure we have clear tape too. Because there's that little life hack thing I do with those. I match the color. I know, I'm sorry, I'm really going on about this, guys, but I don't know why, I just found it funny. You know, the day that I actually made one of my buddies in for free, you know, because of it. Oh man. Well, that's what happens unless you have like the pass cards you can transfer around too, yeah. Yes, I got it. Okay. Big W's. Anyways, let's do this one. Yeah, there was some other video too, I don't know what they were using, but to get the glue completely off of the what do you call it, the wristbands, right? I don't know how they did it. They used some kind of chemical with like and then it peeled it off somehow. I don't know how they did that, but it's crazy. IRL stream 2? I'm not sure about that one. It's convention weekend. I don't know. Depends on when they show up. What kind of convention weekend? Possibly? Maybe? Actually, maybe. Wait. If we feel like it. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, I'll be staying there Friday to Sunday, right? Normally, that's what I do every year. So the thing is with that, I tend to find that if I go leave Sunday, it's bad news because I have to get all my crap and move around the convention. That's just so silly. That's why, like, honestly, staying over like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is more ideal for me. Because then that way, I don't gotta worry about nothing, you know? And that way, I'm not rushing out anywhere. So yeah. Perhaps though, it all depends how it all works out. Usually after convention, we're pretty exhausted. I'm thinking about it, since I'm actually staying over at the hotel this year, might do a vlog post, vlog videos or something. Think about it. Pictures are easier to send than videos though. I mean, the long videos I could share to like my friends probably, it's worth it. I think I have one long. Oh yeah, I do. I made a long video tour of the last Comic Con I went to. Show my friends. I think I already did, but it was like a whole walk around, and I was like browsing through games and stuff. And cool. But I picked up some of my retro games. I was on the Sunday. I did that. Crazy. I didn't think it would be. Yeah, you're right that I also did mobile, which I could easily do. As long as I had enough battery power. Well, even if I don't, I can just put my phone on charge and let it run like crazy. Off of a Wi-Fi signal. It's not the greatest quality, but it works. But GG's. Good game, everyone. Good game. Well, for an hour and a half, so not bad. Oh gosh. Okay. How many more do we got here? I'm trying to see. I'll see how I feel after all this is done. That's fine, we'll still continue. Oh, excuse me. So, there's also another thing I'm interested in doing too. It's a workshop to do with, okay, so this is an interesting one. Very cool. I think, applicants open up tonight, actually. I gotta look into it. Well, it's a workshop involving, I do enjoy, I like tea. It's supposed to be like a tea bowl or something, or I don't know. So, it's a clay workshop, like the old-fashioned ways, like in China, I guess, or Japan, or one of the two. I don't know. I'll have to look more into it. And it's supposed to be a workshop, like, revolving around, like, hey, you can clay your own pottery and then design it yourself, which is pretty neat. I personally would like that. Do that. That'd be cool. Maybe I could draw some, like, stars on mine, since I like stars. I might draw some lines and stuff in it. I can do whatever I guess I want, as long as it's appropriate enough. You know, but it's like anything like that nowadays, and I think you paint it after, and they just, so I think shipping is free, as long as like you live within a certain distance, right? Which would include me, and or I could pick it up, which I don't know. Well, I'll think about that once the workshop's over, but like. If I apply for this, like it's more of a hands-on experience, which is cool for me. I've never done something like this before. I'm not bad at painting. It's just I don't know. You have to get the groove in it. They give you a good amount of time to do it, which is nice. There's also a Gundam workshop, which I'm very curious about too, since I got into that. I'll be building a Gundam thing, but we have a few choices. One's like master grade, which is hard, very good, tricky stuff, and then one is high grade. Well, I think I told you all the difference between that and whatever. For those of you that don't know about Gundam, so I mean, there's some very easy kits, as I told you all about before, and so I think that the high grade kits, at least one of them I plan to do. They're not too hard, they're not too easy, they're kind of like in the middle, I'd say. I don't know. The MG, like master grades, those are hard. They're bigger kits. They have more of a puzzly sort of one. So get this, these things are like puzzles, but they're, you know, you have to come out of plastic sheets. Work on one right now, like to that grade level, to see if it suits me. Actually, I'm fun with it. I feel like it's like a 3-hour project for me, you know? Like doing like a master grade one would take like over a day or more. Just so many parts to it. There's just more parts, I think. And a bigger scale, I guess. Scale means like how big it is, I think. I'm not sure if we will end up getting the same wristband, because they are different wristbands for different passes, or we might just get a stamp or the back of the hand as well. But yeah, that's true. Yeah, it depends what they do. The thing with the stamp, I don't know if they re-stamp your hand each day, or what they do, because what if the stamp rubs off? Usually it doesn't if you're not careful enough, but well, I remember in the past times when they did weekend passes, they just did this silly wristbands. No offense to the idea. Here's the thing, I don't like when Comic-Con does this. See, I don't get it. Toronto Comic-Con, they do hard passes right around your neck. Here in my hometown, hard passes around my neck. The one I'm going to, same idea. They all do passes. These guys, when they go into June, they do it, but oh no, you gotta pay extra money for your speed pass, and then a wristband on top of that. It's like, why? Get away from that idea. I feel like it's archaic, you know? And I feel like it might be archaic, because here's the thing. Stamping your hands, I guess for return entry, sure. But a lot of people, I don't know. They were all saying, I'm like, what do you honestly think about conventions when they put a wristband around for the weekend? Do you guys all think it's archaic? You know? And a lot of people kept telling me, they're saying, oh yeah, it's very archaic, but no one does that anymore. They're too cheap on their budget. And I said, yeah, tell me about it. So they're too greedy, I guess. They can't print cards, right? I said, yeah, well, because they want to keep their prices low, and you know, they figure people are poor and they don't want to be. So I was like, oh, that's nice to say. I said, well, come on. I said, well, I get that. I guess they want to keep costs low, maybe. I don't know. And the wristbands you can easily buy like off of freaking Amazon, you know. Or they print them. But even if you print them, don't they cost money? I'm sure they do. You're paying for paper. I mean, you're not paying for a pass. I mean, you are, but to me, it's just, I don't know. It seems like when I've gone to a June convention, I've noticed most years, I think for the weekend con goers, like, I've just seen the speed pass people and VIPs with their cards and a wristband around their wrist still. The funny part is, the one in May, they don't do that. They don't even put a stamp on your hand. It's already stamped in the card. That's their modern technology now. So, I don't know. I guess to each their own. I don't really care. Honestly, a pass is a pass. Who cares? But it's just I find there's more value and more creativity if they do pass for each one. Even a day pass, they should do that. Not just a stamp on it. You know? So, I don't know. That's my opinion. Let's still go. It doesn't matter. They should introduce that idea. I feel like they should. Not just for staff, not just for VIPs or speed pass people, you know. They should really change that, in my opinion. And honestly, if there's ever a feedback form when they do this again, or like weekend passes or like wristbands or whatever it is, I will see when we get there. But if there's a feedback form, I honestly say like, look, you know, maybe you should consider every other con I've gone to. Maybe you should consider retiring that wristband idea and just making everybody wear the same things around their necks. And you lose it, you owe them $5 or $10. Hey, you know, that's what I would do. But anyway, we are having an after party, yes. And Naminsky, welcome in. Awesome. Well, welcome in there, Naminsky. I see that you're here. I missed your comment, but welcome in. I see you there, Naminsky. Let's see, we got stamped the one time before, and they didn't bother with it, if you remember, BF. Oh, really? Awesome, you. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. They'll probably do the same thing. For a weekend pass, even still? I mean, it's what it is. Here's the thing, I get that they're trying to... I get that. Maybe that's why they're trying to keep their ticket prices low for weekend passes. But why not pay the $20 extra and just have the card? It's far more fun that way, in my opinion, you know? I don't know what to say. You know, I don't understand. That's the only convention that does this. Weirdly, I don't know why. You know? So, here's the funny part. With Expo Canada, okay, they do wristbands only for, I think, premium members, right? For some odd reason. They also need a card. They do cards for day passes, premiums, VIPs, and day passes. They do cards for everybody. Everybody. Even if it's a Thursday, Friday pass, whatever. And, so... what happens is it's only for the premiums for some reason, and the VIPs don't get them anymore. I had no idea why they changed that, but anyways, last year I was a premium member, and I think it was last year, yeah, it was, so, anyway, they gave me the pass card, right, and they were going to do the wristbands originally for some reason, and then at the last minute, oh, we're not doing wristbands anymore. This is just for the kids. I'm like, oh, well, that makes more sense. I don't know, and I guess maybe they made stinks about it. But you know what? I don't know. I'm glad they changed it for that, but I guess we'll see what this year brings. I mean, I'd rather have a stamp. Honestly, I'd rather have a stamp on my hand rather than a wristband. Because a wristband, I'd have to tangle with at night. And yeah, those are hard to get off unless you know my attack tactics. Yeah, that was weird last year why they did that like that, Gia. Oh yeah, Mario #1 fan. Yeah. Welcome in, Naminsky. Yeah, I see that you're in here. Thanks for joining us. I did see you there. I was rambling on about how they do passes and stuff. It's forgive me. Oh god, I don't understand. No, I really don't. I don't know why they haven't adapted that idea even for day passes. They should. You know, it's about time. I mean, for concerts, I can understand why they won't do that. I do understand, you know? You're there and in and out, whatever. I get it. I totally get it. That's a concert. But when it comes to, like, events like I go to, they should be doing that, you know? Alright, let's go. See, but here's the thing. I guess they have reasons why. Now, I do understand, like, specific events. They only want to just do the wristbands for everyone because it's just how it is. You know, the type of event it is, like, okay, I can kind of see that. I understand why, they're doing this. So they don't have a theme, they don't have really any kind of creativity there. And I guess that's why they're doing this. And I think they're cutting corners, in my opinion, because maybe they don't have any artists to do these passes or whatever for them. And here's the thing. For this anime convention I go to, okay, they have a dedicated artist, I guess, or artists that submit their ideas and what they want to put on the pass. And it's always a really nice idea, And they're credited for their work. I guess they get paid a certain commission for it, because everybody's wearing their work on their, around their necks. And so, some conventions they just put in a logo from somewhere, whoever is sponsored by, whether it be eBay or whatever it is. Yeah, so, no. They're all unique and different. That's what I like about those types of cards, It just really sucks that they don't do it. This one I go to for some weird reason. And if they do that this year, hey, I'm gonna be happy. I'd be like, hey, you guys, okay, you're stepping up your game, that's good. But if I see okay, have a nice day, that's your weekend pass, and there's your wristband or your stamp or vice versa. Oh, well, thanks. You never stepped up your game, guys. Come on now. At least at that point. Oh well. Hey, look at that little cat. We are, yes. By the way, Jeff, we're having an after party. We're gonna be doing one. Yeah, follow back to the live stream, guys. Just a reminder, we're doing an after party over at on the Discord, so be sure to join there if you can. Welcome, Turtle Gamer. See that you're here. Alright, let's go. Yeah, there'll be an after party. Alright, GG's. We got in 4th. Not bad at all. Very good. At 4th. Cool. Cool stuff. Alright. GG's. Well, I think that's going to be calling it at the end of the stream, guys. But, yeah, thanks again for joining, everyone. I appreciate it. And, yeah, so... guys, I think we're gonna call it a stream. And I guess go on a raid, so yeah. Okay, I'm looking for a raid target, but nonetheless, guys, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Everyone, thank you again for tuning in. Give me a second here. I have some little technical difficulties. Oops, that's weird. Sorry, guys. One moment. It looks like my tab decided to be lost. Oh, jeez. Don't want that. One moment, guys. I will be here. I was just gonna say my goodbyes before that happened. One moment, please. We'll be here. Okay. Anyways, there we go. Looks like we're back. But yeah, we'll go on a raid. Just gonna figure out who I want to raid. Again, thanks for watching, everyone. Appreciate it, hanging out. And that's pretty much what we call it a stream here. We've been going for like pretty much 2 hours. pretty much it. So be sure to leave a like if you haven't already. And for those that did leave a like, I appreciate you leaving a like. As well, everyone, thanks for following me on Twitch as well. And until next time, thanks again for tuning in. Take care, guys. Oops, wrong screen. Alright. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, one sec. Here I be, guys. Oh my gosh. Wow. Alright. Technical difficulties, guys. It's alright. I don't know why I did this, but I did. Alright, well, that was not meant to be there. There we go. Alright. That's better. Sorry about that. Lol. Alright, take care, guys.